I wanted those few lines which ends with Tyaget Ajnana Nirmalyam. I want
Okay.
those four. May I?
So you got the initial portion?
No.
Deho Devalayah Proktaha. Deho, D-E-H-O. Deho Devalayah Proktaha. Means Proktaha. The body is well said as a temple, appropriately said as a temple. Proktaha. Why? Jivo Devas Sanatanaha.
Put the thing off. Put it off.
Jivo Devas Sanatanaha. Because why the body is a temple? Because this Jiva is the Devaha. Is the deity, is the Ishvara. And not an ordinary guy, this guy is. This guy is Sanatanaha. This guy is permanent. This guy is there. Is there for good. So Jivo Deva Sanatanaha Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam. Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam. Tyajet
Beautiful
Ajnana
instruction.
Nirmalyam. So Ajnana Nirmalyam Tyajet. So that and then Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Soham Bhavena. Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Pujayet means may you start your puja, may you do your puja with that attitude. That this so-called separation is not really true. And so let the prayer include, for us, let it include the fact that may I see this Soham Bhava. May I see it. This is called Sakshatkaram. Ishvara Sakshatkaram. They say God appears before you, right? That's all they can show. In movies and all, that's the maximum they can do. But God appears before you means this is what it is. Sakshatkaraha. Soham Bhavana.
Where does the shloka appear, Guruji?
Where is the shloka?
I think
That's a very good
Maitreya
question.
Upanishad.
Okay.
Maitreya
All right.
Upanishad and also the Uttara Gita. Both they give reference.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know where it came from.
There's a funny thing.
Maitreya Upanishad.
So when this is done, there is no need for puja itself.
Right. Soham Bhavena Puja. So Bhava, initially it is I need that Bhava. Bhava means what? Not Jnanam. The attitude. Jnanam is not there. Attitude is there. Attitude is there. You ask children, where is God? They will say, God is here. Children means children who are not yet converted, not yet conditioned by the modern whatever school system. They will say like this. Swapna, then Hema, and Shanti.
Namaste, Guruji. So, extending this, what we are talking, you started by saying Sarvavit and Sarvajna, right? So, Sarvavit is a jnani, person who knows, right? And Sarvajna is, my problem is, why is there a difference?
Why is there a difference? Good. So these two words are Sarvajnaha and Sarvavit. Okay. Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajnaha. Sarvam Brahma iti Janati iti Sarvajnaha. That will complete the definition of Sarvajnaha. Sarvam Brahma. Sarvam Brahma, all of us can know Sarvam Brahma. That knowledge is meant for us. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Tattvamasi. All these are statements which all of us are knowing. All right. And in the process, what happens? We become Sarvajnaha. But there is another word called Sarvavit. Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavit. Sarvam Spashtena Veti iti. Every law is understood. Everything that we are studying in school is known. Everything we are studying in college is known. Everything that is not yet studied is known. Everything that is about to be invented is also known, because everything is part of the law. All the details are known. Human being cannot say that. Human being can say, I know the essence of the world, which is Brahma. I am clear about it. I know the essence of Ishvara is Brahman. I know it. I know I am Brahma also. So entire universe is covered by this jnani. But how, if you ask the jnani to speak in Chinese, he can't speak. Why? That's how it is. This limited upadhi can know only certain things. This is, Chinese is apara vidya. It is part of apara vidya. AI is part of apara vidya. Bitcoin is part of apara vidya. Anything you take is part of apara vidya. The laws of the universe are all part of apara vidya. Apara vidya knowing a jiva cannot do. A jiva can know a fraction of that apara vidya. The one who knows everything is sarvavit. All the details, all these things I listed, everything who knows is sarvavit. Which we attribute to Ishvaraha. Sarva Shaktiman, we say. We say Sarvajnaha. Normally we say Sarvajnaha and leave it. We should say Sarvajnaha and Sarvavit also we should add along with it. Sarvavyapi. That Ishvara with that Maya Upadhi is a Sarvavit and a Sarvajnaha, of course.
So this division is from the Vyavaharika point of view, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Because when we are equating Tattvamasi, then again, if I bring a division of Sarvavit Sarvajna, then it does not make sense. Okay.
Upadhi has its own glory. And Sarvavitvam is one of the glories of that Ishvara Upadhi.
Right. Got it. Yeah.
Jiva has his or her own glory. But the glory has to be removed.
Yeah.
Glory has to be removed. The glory of Ishvara has to be removed.
Yeah.
The creation aspect of Ishvara has to be removed. The capacity to create has to be removed. Yeah, that's what we are doing here.
Right.
So Sarvavitvam has to be removed.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is such a dance that we are doing. Right? I think once you have the knowledge, it's not a dance anymore. But while you're studying, it's all the time going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. So the differences are looming too large in our head. The duality is looming too large. The life starts with duality. Day starts with duality, ends with duality. Everything is part of this Vyavaharika Jivanam only. Everything is Vyavaharika Satyam. And so, this Paramarthika Satyam, this Vyavaharika just blocks us from appreciating Paramarthika. Just blocks us. That's all it is. It is blocking us. That's all.
It's, I guess, for you and other acharyas, teachers, there's no blocking, I guess. Yeah. That must be such a good place to I don't know. It is. This blocking is Yeah, it's uh, wait, knowing the truth, it's very liberating, and so the identification, you know, you keep checking, you keep, you're able to correct. Meaning, I'm able to correct myself many times when there is identification, right? But there are a lot of times you're just caught up, and you. So for a jnani, getting caught up is never there. It's uh, the truth is, it's just assimilated, and like we assimilate that the sun is not going, meaning the earth is going around the sun is stationary, or so there is no sunrise or sunset. It's so assimilated, so there is no confusion there, even though we see sunrise, sunset. But this knowledge, that that assimilation, every day it's assimilation process. It's every day.
Every day is assimilation. And just to be fair, they talk about jnani who has jnanam and jnana nishthavan. Jnana nishtha. Jnana nishtha means knowing is the first step. And then not getting caught up. Use the word not getting caught up. It takes some time for this jnani to go to a point where he or she does not get caught up. Okay, that also his process is there. That is why Krishna says somewhere, he says he puts karma yoga and sankhya yoga in the same pedestal. Do you remember that shloka? Yat sankhyaih prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. Yet sankhyaih prapyate sthanam means that which that status which you gain by knowing this Jiveshwara Aikyam and knowing that I am Brahma. Yet sankhyaih prapyate sthanam. This is in the some third, fourth, fifth chapter. Tad yogairapi gamyate. It is gained even by karma yoga, he says. That means what? He is giving a lot of importance to karma yoga. And that's why shortcut is not there. And so some people are blessed with this and all we can say. But nothing can be taken for granted. Don't take anything for granted, Krishna is saying in that shloka. That means karma yoga, use it. That attitude building, constantly I'm correcting and all you said. Everybody has to do that. Knowledge may be there, but I may still have to constantly correct also. And so it is a constant process, really, really. As Swami Sadatmanandaji said, right? Somebody asked him right there in the ashram, in the first camp, they asked him, I think Hema asked him to explain this process. How is something she said, this jnanam, how about you, means how did you get it, etc. How are you? Maze pe hai, he said. Maze mein hai, something like that. Yeah, it's growing clarity, like that he said, growing clarity. Swamiji is saying growing clarity. So we have to just soak ourselves in it constantly. That is why they keep saying Shravanam Kuru. Shravanam is important. Some people take this 3-year courses. I know people have taken the 3-year courses 3 times. 10 years they've just been sitting in the ashram listening to Swamiji. Just listening. Same thing, Kenopanishad, next year also Kenopanishad. Same thing, Vivekachoodamani. Basics also. The person knows what is Panchakosha and still sitting in class listening to Panchakosha. That is a commitment that person has.
Our friends who have been living in the ashram for 25 years, 30 years, listening to
But
course again.
it is very not mind-boggling. I think I'm just using adjectives because I'm not able to express. So Swami Tadatmananda talks about Dayanandaji, Pujya Swamiji, when he heard the news of Maharaja Puram's death, that instantly he was he was very sad, and then he shared that, dear friend has passed away. And then within 15-20 minutes, he just started taking the class. So that thing has stuck in my head. Like, so Swamiji felt, you know, the emotion was there, but he did not identify with that emotion. But yet it appeared to normal people that he was going through that emotion. Meaning, it's a bliss. I don't know. It is so good to be in that place. Oh, right. So I keep that in my mind all the time. Right? Like, yes, identification should not be identifying with things, but yet, you recognize for what it is. I think that is, you don't lose your humanness, right? Meaning, for Swamiji, he was just like a common man. He, who would have, meaning, only if somebody knows, they will say, yes, he's a jnani. But for anybody, it would like, man with a orange robe walking, so simple, so friendly, so nice, right? I don't know. I think we are all blessed to have even witnessed him. I don't know.
So we should always remember this, which is that, in fact, you said humanness is there still. See, it is not difficult to understand. I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. When we were children, when we saw our balloon burst, we threw tantrums. Now what happened? Why? Okay, balloons will burst. Number one. Plus, what value balloon has? Huh? Will I cry like a child, an adult? No. So many things going on. Okay, I'll buy you one more balloon. We will tell the child. We were able to go several notches up when it came to balloon. Shastram is saying go above. Everything is a balloon. Stock market also is a balloon. House, real estate also is a balloon only. My life, what about my health? Could be a balloon. That's why take care of it. But you can't bet on your health. You can't bet on anything, really speaking. What about my family? Yeah, help your family. It is meant for you. You grow up, you sacrifice for your family and let go. That is the recipe Shastram is giving. Let go. It is for you only. For me. And so that Karma Yoga Buddhi is there. After that, what will happen? Well, we all must have noticed when things happen, we are not as upset as we would have been without the Shastra. 5 years ago, how I was, and today. 10 years ago, how I was versus today. Difference is there. Lot of difference is there. So it's happening. It's happening. And so, Swamiji, being sad and all that. So that human touch is there. Human touch is there, and emotions are there. They haven't become a stone by knowing all these things. They're still a human being. They're still smiling. They're cracking jokes. If you can smile, then you will cry also. Because two go together, And so, Swamiji was sad.
And to
For
be
the
a teacher
onlooker,
of it. Yeah.
for the onlooker, for the onlooker, it gives a sense of realism. Now, if he became sad, people see that he's feeling it. What should he say? Life is like this. I mean, you brush it aside. Brushing it aside is a big problem. People brush it aside as though they are jnanis. So no, this is the reality. Deal with it. People are out there. There's a death of a very important person in your community. Just feel it. This is not the time for Vedanta and all that. Because my mind is also feeling it. Don't suppress that feeling. Sad. Mind has become sad. Now, how can you become sad if you're a jnani? No. Jnanam is there. But sadness is also will be there. But it will go away quickly. It will not stick around forever. It will not be there. It'll just come and then it'll go away. It may come again also. Oh, boy. So it comes again. I have to do something about it. Then it will go away. May come again, go away. But point is that that person has jnana, jnana nishtha is there. And so that person no longer considers that I am a victim of circumstances. That is a judgment. I'm a victim of circumstances is what makes us suffer a lot. I'm resisting the natural law. Constantly I'm resisting. I became sick means what? If I don't resist it, you know what will happen? I won't be that sad as I would otherwise be. Okay, I have to deal with it. I may have to miss some classes. I may have to this, that. I may have to go to the doctor. Whatever is there, I will go through it. If I say it, then the sorrow will not be there. The physical pain and discomfort will be there. It is not going to go away. But the sorrow is in my choice, is there in my hands. Mental sorrow, if at all I have to say that. Good.
Vijay, how would you apply that to your statement before, that predictability is not there with the absence of order? For the jnani, the order is already there. So there is no predictability or unpredictability is out of it. Is that what you meant?
No. So, predictability. In what context I said predictability?
You're explaining from the Bhagavad Gita, jnani tu atmaiva matam or something like that.
Me matam.
Explaining, me matam. So in that you said predictability is not there with the absence of order.
Oh, yes. I was talking about Swarga and all that. And even in Swarga, order is there. There is predictability. Only then there's some transaction is possible. If everything is random, people are behaving randomly, then the whole transaction is gone. Meaningless. That's what I meant, that order is there.
So therefore the jnani relates to what?
Jnani appreciates that.
Whereas we are not relating to the same things, obviously, because suffering is the result of it. So jnani is either
suffering, that sorrow is because of that order. That psychological order is there. Therefore, sorrow is automatic. But the jnani has something that others don't have, which is this vision, which says that I am full and complete. I am Brahma. I am Nityam Brahma. I am the imperishable Brahma. But why am I sad now? Okay. I am sad, his mind is sad. But I am Brahma is what?
Transcendent.
I am Brahma, I am the Satyam. That which supports my mind is Brahma. That which supports my happiness and sadness is Brahma. That is who I am. But Upadhi, mind Upadhi is there. Mind Upadhi will behave in certain ways. It cannot be immune to emotions. Mind will function exactly like it used to function before. But the maturity is there, the jnanam is there. And so, just like a mature person may not be as sorrowful to somebody's death as a not so emotionally mature person. So, same thing.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Hemaji and Shanti.
Namaste, Guruji. I mean, talking about the sannyasis and these emotions, Shankaracharya's Matra Shodasya, that Matrika Panchakam, that itself is a big this thing on it. And also, I just now read, Paramacharya, I believe, when his Purvashrama mother passed away, he went and took a bath. And at the time, he expressed his desire to convert his house, the house where he was born, to a Veda Pathshala. So just then somebody had come, I believe, from the same village. So that person was going to do the Punaruddharanam of the temple there. So that time he asked him, I believe, will you do a favor for me? That person was so this thing. He said, Paramacharya is asking me to do a favor. Then he said, என்னோட பூர்வாசிரம எங்க அம்மா அந்த வீட்டை வேத பாடசாலையா ஆக்கணும், அதை பண்றியா நீ அப்படின்னு கேட்டாராம். That was the time. And Paramacharya சித்தியார்த்துக்கு முன்னாடி just a few hours before that person came, and he brought that, அதெல்லாம் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டு அதை கொண்டு வந்திருந்தாராம். I think he was the last person who spoke to Paramacharya, because by the time he had become very weak, he couldn't talk. பட் காமிச்சாராம், அவர் வந்திருக்கான்னு உடனே அவர் சைன் பண்ணாராம், வர சொல்லுன்னு. அதெல்லாம் காமிச்சாராம், அந்த வேத பாடசாலைக்கு எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டேன், அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்படின்னுட்டு.
Very good, very good, very good.
Anyway, this thing, we also saw this Deho Devalaya in Mundaka Upanishad. In the last class, you did mention about that part, and the same sloka this thing we discussed on that day in the last class of Mundaka Upanishad also.
Yeah.
And a few more things, Guruji, that Ketaka, as I said, Kedayam is a shield, but Ketaka also, I believe, is a hamlet or a village, something like that.
Okay.
So kingdom and a village. Raja's kingdom and a village of the this thing. And and all that usage is there is Sati Saptami, Guruji. In that
Nirase Sati, correct. Nirase
okay.
Sati.
So that I was reminded of this statement, Nimittapaye Naimittikasyapayaha. When the Nimittam is removed, the result of that. So this is something like that. The Upadhi is Nimittam. When the Upadhi is removed, when the Nimittam is removed,
correct.
When the Karana is removed, the Karyam also gets removed.
Correct.
So this is, we were learning during Panini grammar. This word I liked it. ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு ஞாபகம் வச்சுருக்கேன் மனசுக்குள்ள. And one more word, that Lakshana Vrittiya, Lakshana Vritti தானே, Lakshana Avrittiya என்ன சொன்னீங்க நீங்க அங்க? எனக்கு லக்ஷணா விருத்தி கேட்ட மாதிரி இருந்தது.
லக்ஷணா விருத்தி.
So லக்ஷணா ஆவிருத்தி.
லக்ஷணா விருத்தி இல்ல, ஆவிருத்தி எல்லாம் கிடையாது. லக்ஷணா விருத்தி. Vritti. The process of doing the lakshana.
No. Is there a Dirgham? Lakshana
vritti. Lakshana plus vritti. Lakshana vritti.
Oh, that only a Hraswakaram only there. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
இல்ல, Lakshana is Dirgham. But vritti கிடையாதுன்னு சொல்றேன். There is no a in front of vritti.
Oh, Lakshana is Srilingama.
ஆமா, Lakshana vritti. We don't, it is Lakshana vritti. Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard that Dirgha, I didn't know where the A belonged.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. And one more word, that does omniscient translate either Sarvagnya or Sarvavid? They say no normally. That English word falls still short of.
That idea is not there. In English, it cannot be there.
It cannot.
It can't be there because Brahma is not there in English.
No. Normally they say no, God is.
You have to decide. No, you have to decide. It's an English word. You have to tell me who the speaker is, what is the context, so much history you have to give. And then you can figure out what is.
Omnipresent, we say. So none of that falls short.
They generally mean Sarvavitvam.
That is what I asked.
Sarvajnatvam is not there at all.
Sir.
Because Jnanam is not there. Brahma Jnanam and all not there. Therefore, only Sarvavitvam, all-knowing, omniscient. God is omniscient. Yeah, God knows everything.
Okay.
Sarvavitvam.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
Yeah.
That regarding Periva, Khemaji was telling, Kanji Periva had asked also another disciple to buy his Purvasrama, not Purvasrama, buy his Paramaguru's house. He asked to buy it for him, and that was restored. Where
Beautiful.
that somebody else was living, there was a toilet, and he was restoring that this thing also, the temple
Beautiful.
house.
Beautiful.
That
Beautiful.
incident also is there in that song, Devatin Kural and all.
Devatin Kural. Good, good. Lot of stories. Thank you, Ramuji. Shanti, go ahead.
Guruji, this one, I don't know how. The question that I wanted to ask was today morning we got the news that Kumar's maternal auntie passed away. So she passed away. She is in her 90s. She was ailing for
Palakkad, when my Tata's house, I used to be there. There, when death happens, the whole village will not cook and eat till the body is final rites are done. Only from faraway village, food will come to the grieved family. That also they won't eat till the last rites are done. And whatever grocery provisions are there in the home, they used to throw it away. As if Atma perverts all into that grocery. I connect now. At that time, I have no clue. And they used to throw away பாலு தயிர் நெய் அரிசி பருப்பு எல்லாத்தையும் தூக்கி போட்டுடுவா. So now I remember Atma doesn't have any of these attributes or nirgunatvam. ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது ஆத்மாக்கு. Why they connect it to Atma? அது ஒண்ணு. ரெண்டாவது இப்போ எங்க ரைட் அண்ட் லெஃப்ட், as you rightly said, in senior citizens home, the body is kept for 3 days in an ice box. Sometimes they keep it in the mortuary and bring the day when the children come from abroad. Otherwise, it is there, and the people who are there, they have to eat and they have to sleep. They do everything. அண்ட் அது ஒண்ணு. ரெண்டாவது வாத்தியார் சொன்னார், லேடிஸ் எல்லாம் கிரிமிட்டேரியத்துக்கு வரக்கூடாது, அதை நம்ம சாஸ்திரத்துல கிடையாதுன்னு. பட் நவடேஸ் லேடிஸ் இன்சிஸ்ட் தே வாண்ட் டு கோ அண்ட் டில் த லாஸ்ட் மூமெண்ட் தே ஷுட் பி வித் தெம். ஸோ சாஸ்திரிகளும் இப்ப அவ தெரிஞ்சுட்டு உங்களுக்கு போகணும்னா நீங்க போங்கோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடுறா. That is one thing. And now I don't know how much doshas are there, but I justify Atma ki idu onnume vendiyadille. Atma has already left the Jiva Sharira. Now everything is done to the Sharira. And as you say, Sharira is Mithya. So innathathile Ishwaraniyum Mithyam panniyachu. So in that case, when we are transacting in this world, if we consider everything is mithya, then everything is mithya associated with this empirical world when you are transacting with the world as a jiva. And the jivatvam irundu in the mithya world when you are transacting, it is there, that jivatvamness. So if you grow out of faith, now as we say, Swamiji's mother passed away, he can't be with her. It doesn't mean he didn't grieve, he didn't have sadness. Shankaracharya, avvalo satyam mithya, he is bodhane pandrar. But when his mother died, Matru Panchakam padicha, அழுகையை நிறுத்தவே முடியாது. Yeah. So it doesn't mean he didn't have that feeling, but they overcome because of their jnanam, vairagyam, and their understanding, knowledge. So it's all, everything has to happen to this jiva mithya sharira. And all this happening in this empirical mithya world, mithya jagat. So we have to, as the maybe the time also taught us to understand the mithyatvam and not the shashvata. Nowadays, nothing is shashvatam, including ஒரு சின்ன equipment முதல் கொண்டு so many changes daily it takes place. So we face, we come along, we live with the changes. So that is one thing. Now, today's class, that Ishvara is Srishtikarta, Layakarta, Stitikarta. In spite of it, we cancel him as Mithya. I don't know, we can use the word dismiss. We can dismiss him as Mithya. We cancel him. I better use the word cancel. It is lighter than dismiss. You can dismiss him only when you dismiss this practical world, which is Mithya. If you have that worldliness, if you are still connected, of course, in practical day to day Vivahara, you have to interact, but with that thing in your mind as a Vedantin, maybe we can cancel him. Not otherwise. We have to do still Nitya Naimitika karma, all the pujas, Agnihotra karmas, as a grihastha, everything we are supposed to do, we have to do. We cannot say, Ishvara is Mithya, na onnum panna maten சொல்ல முடியாது. So this is my understanding. And as the time passes, so many gurus, so many things teach us. The children were first guru to teach us how to become bandha mukta. Gradually we become. A child who was dependent on mother, one time comes, they avoid us. They don't want to talk to us too much. They don't want us to interfere too much. And the mari gradually they withdraw. We also, it's not easy for parents to go away from the children, but they teach us. So starting from children, everything, the kala, the world, everything teaches. I consider whatever I learned from wherever, from whomever they are guru, they taught me a lesson. We learn. And along with the Vedanta studies, it supports. Today, I will post one simple, like a dialogue. Bhagavan declares that I am not what are all you ask for. That is fully in Hindi. Those who can read in Hindi, they will understand. I will post it. Generally, I don't like to post so anything in the group. It will be so much crowded. But today I will post, since the today's class was about Bhagavan, who we have to cancel as Mithya. Thank you.
Can we leave or are we waiting for
I think
Guruji?
we can end the class. Guruji has gone.
Okay.
I think we will end the class.
I have a question.
Yes. You have a question to Guruji?
Who asked the question?
Momita is
Yeah.
having.
I think Jaykumarji must be busy. We can end the class. Momita, can you wait for the next satsang?
Yeah, I actually had a question for you, if you do not mind.
Yeah, please. I
Yeah,
don't know
because
how
you
much
were
I can be helpful. I
no
will try.
big. No, actually, the question is on the same lines. So recently, last month, my co-sister's father passed away, and she told me, "See, look, your son's marriage is on December and mid-December, so I won't be able to participate in that." And my son will also not come because that will bring ill luck to you, and it's a good occasion. I don't want to participate. So I didn't know what to say. I said that if you are told that, then it is okay. However, from my side, I would love your presence. You are not participating in any rituals. You can come and be there to bless my son. But I really don't know, I mean, what is right, what has to be done in this case.
So it is up to them how they feel. Now death is unavoidable. As a Vedantin, we know Jayate Mriyate Va. That is definite. You know,
Yeah.
whether it is 92-year-old or 19-year-old passes.
Yeah.
And I had one of my relative last year. The daughter's wedding is fixed, and that man was going shopping with his daughter. And when they were going in a bike, that man died in a traffic signal because of a sudden stroke. Okay. And after 7 days, his daughter's wedding. And fourth day, fifth day, they did all the karmas because the boys' side, they said either we have to cancel or we have to wait for 3 years. They performed the wedding. You know, the mother being a widow and the father who was to be do the Kanya Danam.
Kanyadan, yes.
And he didn't do. Somebody, his Chacha or Tauji did. But his that girl's mother was there. And being a parent, she was there. The girl who lost her father, who was very healthy, who was shopping for her wedding, she lost her. Do you mean to say she has no grief, she has no sadness? She had. And the Purohit performed fifth day all the 1 year karmas continuously 5 days they did, and the seventh day the wedding took place because the cards were distributed, mandap is booked, catering is booked, so many lakhs of loss, and they just announced the wedding will be as planned. So, as Jekmaji says, our Shastra has, place for flexibility. Flexibility, that means wherever you have to do. In Purana stories in Bhagavatam, we come across so many stories like this. So, it is up to her how she feels. Okay, she had a loss in her family. That doesn't mean her presence will be a bad omen or a bad thing. In good olden days, the widows never used to come and in front of any good occasions. But now they have to do certain things. Family has become nuclear. So they do.
Thank you
So
to such a wonderful explanation, because I did not want to hurt her feelings also. I just kept quiet and
yeah,
I
if
said
she
whatever.
is not happy, if she is not agreeing to it, it is up to her. These are
It's
the
up to her.
quotations I used to ask Prohits. Prohits say it is, you can. And the girl's future cannot be now, since one person has gone. Now
Yeah.
the child's future.
Yes. Yes.
So
Thank you
like
so
that,
much.
not
There is
one
so
occasion.
clarity. Yes.
Yeah, in our family also, I had like that. My sister's granddaughter's wedding took place like that. She lost her father before 2 months her wedding. So it's Up to the individual how they feel it. If they feel that way, let her be like that. You don't have to take it to you try to convince her. If she is not convinced, you just let her be.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because death is a natural thing and
Yes,
you cannot avoid it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Hari Om.
Hari.
I think we can end the meeting. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavada.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ No.
அங்கயா வாசல்லையா வச்சிருக்கோம் பூனை வச்சிருக்கோம்